Oh, we're live.
We
Welcome
live.
back to another Camp 8 podcast coming off of game one. New York Knicks upset. Oh, my bad. Wrong. Your boy Theezy in the building.
What up? What up? What up?
Coming off game one. New York took it. I throw it straight to you, man. What you see in game one?
Whew. Man, first thing that comes to mind is I know you gonna say that Wimby struggled and he got shut down. I don't know what you're gonna say, but if I had to guess, but I just feel like he was playing way too fast. Like you, the biggest guy on the court. I feel like a lot of things felt rushed. What's crazy is they was in control the whole game. Brunson, 5 for 15. He was working for shots. I mean, he ended with 30, but he took 31 shots. But yeah, I just felt like, and you called it out, right? I'm gonna give you kudos, right? You called it out. I think right before halftime, he was like, "Man, even though the Spurs was winning, he was like, I don't like the way they playing." And it just seemed like a lot of things felt rushed, right? Specifically with Victor. Victor was just he would get the ball, and it just seemed like he was just going so fast. So but I'm not gonna lie, man. They better get game two because Josh Hart 15 boards. The way Cat played, 6'5" guard getting 15 rebounds is crazy. Cat playing the way he played, very calm, very controlled, attacked the rim. I mean, it was just a complete game, and Brunson just kept coming. Right, he was missing shots. It didn't matter. He was getting to his bag, and just big shout out to Mike Brown. Mike Brown said Rick Brunson gave Rick Brunson a shout out. Said they was complaining to the refs too much. Y'all need to shut the hell up and just play. And he said that kind of woke them up. So yeah, man. Just the way New York is playing is game one. As the series goes on, teams get better. They adjust. San Antonio about to get game two, or it could get ugly because when you get to New York, it's gonna be a zoo. I think it's gonna be something we've never seen before. I think we've seen home court advantages, and I think New York is gonna be just on 1,000. It's just gonna be something we've never seen before. So, and I think both sides is gonna be you're gonna have to adjust to that. You've been in arenas where you play in an arena where it's a lot of people. Even though it's big, it feels this small, right? Because it's so packed. So I think New York is gonna feel like that. But it's gonna be live. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, San Antonio need game two for sure.
And it's just the tension, right? Like people don't understand once we give so much credit to championship players because it's not the normal basketball game. It's so tense. It's so intense, and it's a lot going on to where you might get out of character a little bit. And I think there is something to Victor rushing and playing a little bit. He probably revved it up a little bit too much. I think it's a different style that New York plays that they have not seen the entire playoffs, with so much balance on the court and so many guys that do so many different things and just a lot of veterans. Dog, like I mean, you really look at the lineups. De'Aaron Fox, I think he's 28, and then everybody else is like 22. I think Vassell's like 24, and
Right.
he don't have any experience with this. And
Hmm.
that's the thing that I was kind of like just kind of pushed my to the Knicks was because a lot of young guys being on this big of a stage in the NBA Finals is like you can face three of the best teams in a row in your conference, right? And it's still not going to prepare you for how much media is at the finals, how many
Right.
eyes is on it, how many people ask you for tickets, how many people talking to you about it, how much you reading about it. Like it's just a different stage, and that's why the finals is what it is. Um, but I mean, you hit it on the nose. They got to get game two. I thought personally the Knicks had their rust game too. I mean, we was in
Right.
the group.
Yeah.
We text during
Right.
the
Yeah.
whole game. The Knicks was missing shots, but a lot of them was A, they were good looks that they want, and B, a lot of them was rimming out. It wasn't a
Yeah.
lot of wide right, wide left, or short or long. It was literally doo and out. Like I'm telling, if I'm Jalen Brunson, I'm looking at 5 for 15. I think he had at least 7 makeable shots that he
Yeah.
like, man. I'll give you
Smoked
those all
smoked a
day.
layup or two.
Oh
Smoked a layup or
man,
two. Yeah. I mean, even though he
man.
got fouled, I think Harper pulled on his jersey and He smoked a
Yeah,
layup, but yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I
So
think and I
it's
think he looking at the game like, dog, if they gonna give me those, oh yeah, I'm about to go for 40 next time because I'm
mm-hmm,
making those.
mm-hmm,
Um, and it's a tough spot for these guys. Like they are ahead of schedule. Like it's not a referendum if they do lose this series. The Knicks actually, if we look at everything, they're supposed to win this series. In NBA history, a team with this many veterans, with that good of a player like Brunson, with that good of a player like Towns, they're supposed. Carl Anthony Towns, people forget, he's a number one pick.
yeah,
You dig
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Talent wise, basketball skill wise,
right,
what can Carl Anthony Towns not do on a basketball court?
right, yeah.
Nothing.
No, no, you're right, you're right. No,
And
he to me he was the key.
for sure,
He played so well. He was so calm. He didn't flinch. Like when he did go to the hoop, right? He, Victor closing out. He, give him a little fake, get by. And one like he just blew past Vic. Vic could still recover, but it was like Cat didn't. It didn't matter. He was going up strong. He like, hey, you gonna have to block this thing. But yeah, man, I think Brunson had 30. Josh Hart had 15 boards, but Cat is the anchor. Cat is the
yeah.
guy that's making this thing go, and
And he draws him away from the rim. He
yeah, he
draws him away from
definitely
the rim.
draws him away from the rim. So
And
I
the
honestly
size
think,
drop off. The size
yeah,
drop off from Victor because you could try to hold. Excuse me. You could try to hold. We're gonna hide him on Hart. Okay. Now we just sending 32 to the block. What you
right,
go? What you gonna do now?
right. I think the adjustment San Antonio has to make, like they want to play fast. I think you got to slow the game down in the half court because you playing too fast, right? Think about it. They're playing fast. They only got 95 points. Slow the game down. You can play defense. Your defense,
Yeah.
you play solid defense. Like you're a good defensive team. In OKC series, he wanted to speed the game up, get as many shots as they could. I think in this series, I think it would be a huge benefit to just slow the game down because Vic, he's the biggest guy on the court. I get it, he ain't got muscle, he ain't got the strength, but at the end of the day, 7'5" is 7'5.
Seven
And
five,
it
seven
ain't
five.
like, yeah, it ain't like Cat on him. He had I think Josh Hart was guarding him on quite a few possessions. And it's like, look, man, take your time and just shoot over the top. But just a lot of it just seems so darn rushed. He took 21 shots. But I would tell you, man, shit, 14, 15 of them seemed like they were just like quick. Like I'm just rushing it so much. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
he never caught a rebound clean. Man, how many times did they fall on the floor? It was bodies
Oh
everywhere.
yeah. you know I send the theme song all the time. Let the
Yeah,
bodies hit the flow, dog. Let the bodies hit the flow.
right.
That's
So it
what
was
I'm
like it
about.
was it was like, man, they were on the court. I mean, they were on the floor. Brunson fell so many times. Cat hit the floor a few times. Vic was on the ground. Like, I mean, they hitting the ground like. But I think it's because they're speeding it up so much. So I think you gotta slow the game down. I think Brian Windhorst brought it up too. He was like like Vic was gassed after like the first like 6 7 possessions, and it's like, yeah, because you playing so darn fast. Like slow the game down, man. You 7'5", catch the ball, make your moves, make your cuts. But yeah, it's that the game was just, I think it was too fast, too fast.
So let me ask you this, and I asked this on Twitter, I asked this in the group. What is the, but and this is I just want to ask basketball people around the world, like, what is the reason that Oklahoma's or San Antonio supposed to win this series other than Victor's awesome?
You asking me?
Yeah. Like what is the, like, 3-point shooting, or they got advantage inside, or this pick and roll is devastating. The only reason why I've heard people say San Antonio's supposed to win is because it's Victor's time and Victor's awesome. And Victor's the best player in the series pretty much, which I am of the belief that, the best player in the series usually wins the series 90% of the time for sure.
Right.
But you have to play best. You can't be the best guy with potential for sure. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. For sure.
I just don't have any. I'm not hearing basketball reasons for people why they're picking them other than because they got this guy.
Well,
And
go ahead.
no, go ahead. You
Well, I
got
was
it.
gonna say, well, I think like to your point, right? Typically, when you've got the best player, you usually win, right? And like you said, he's got to play like the best. He didn't play like the best player, which is why they lost. You know, he wasn't the best player
No,
on the court.
no,
But
not even
typically,
close.
right, not even close, right? I wouldn't even say he was the second best yesterday.
No.
Right,
Champagne was better than him.
right,
Harper was better than him on his own
right,
team. That's not even
right.
getting to Hart, Brunson, and Towns. And
Exactly.
OG,
So,
shit, OG, man. Go
right.
ahead. Let me get
So,
me started.
yeah. So for me, it was like he wasn't even close to being the best player, right? But I think in the OKC series, he was the best player, right? Castle was bottle. Like I said, he made Shea shoot some tough shots. He was turning the ball over, so on and so forth. So Vic was the best player in that series. I think he's
Hmm.
got to play like the best player in this series if they're going to have a chance to win. Which I think he'll have some games. I don't think they'll get swept. But I mean, I think a gentleman's sweep is not out the question if they come out and play like they did in game two. But I think to your point, I think a lot of people are picking the Spurs because they feel like he'll be the best player, which that's not. I don't think that's far fetched. He's been the best player, right? Hell, you could argue he's been the best player, in the league, right? He felt like he should have won MVP. He
Uh-huh.
got some votes, but yeah, no, I think for him, he's got to step up. Like he's got to slow down, not play as fast. I get like Frank brought it up. Oh, the Knicks are playing fast. Yeah, I get that they're playing fast, but that don't mean you got to play fast. That's their style, right? But
Hmm.
when you got two teams playing fast, like that's why he was tired after 6 7 possessions because not only are we trying to play fast, but this other team is trying to play fast too. So I'm up and down, and then there's certain points in the game I'm not even touching the ball, so I'm just sprinting at one end, and I gotta play defense. I'm guarding my man. If somebody gets to the paint, I'm helping. Then this man gotta rotate. So then if he swing it again, then I gotta rotate. And the Knicks do a great job of rotating, moving the basketball. So I ain't just running at a guy, right? Which he did. He's running at a
Hmm.
guy. He's got to recover. Then the ball goes. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of movement. That's why I feel like it would serve them well to just kind of slow the game down. Maybe not the entire game, but in certain points, run an offense, right? Get your best player the ball, get it, let him get to his spots and make something happen.
We have Burke joining us. I'm gonna bring him in real quick right now.
All right,
So
bet.
and so the next thing I ask is this, and this might be, putting the cart before the horse a little bit, but I think there's a really good, a really really good chance that we see Carl Anthony Towns rewrite the legacy on his career at a higher level than Dirk Nowitzki. Now, still need 3 more wins. If he gets this one though, and I'm sorry, all titles ain't created the same for every team and every legacy, right? If he gets this one for this team, given his past and how he was viewed after the Jimmy Butler situation, you know, getting into it with Embiid, you the number one pick, people calling you soft, yada yada yada. That dude is going to go to a different stratosphere as far as the hierarchy in the NBA. Like, I can see him being in, how they had a 75 and a 50 and the what would be next up is the 100. I can see him being at that NBA 100 celebration as one of the players there if he get this one. And that's the honest to God truth.
Cat is a good player. You know, I know what you're saying when you say as far as like Dirk, but I don't I don't view him. He's not on the level of a Dirk Nowitzki, right?
I don't no. I'm not saying what I'm saying is, and let me further explain. I'm saying the turning of the legacy because Dirk's legacy to that point, remember, lost as a number one seed. He had some great playoff series, but he never quite got it done. Lost to young Dwayne Wade in the finals. Had David West tap that man on his chin 3 times in his face and he didn't do nothing. He was known as the soft Euro prototype that you could never win with playing in NBA basketball, right? And now that whole narrative had changed, and I think that narrative change started with Dirk, and now Dirk is a made man. Like that ring that he won, especially over the people that he won it against,
Yeah.
beat Kobe, beat young OKC, beat
Right.
Brandon Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge, beat LeBron and the Heatles in the finals. It changed his like like I said, he's a made man. You can't even like really bring that up against Dirk no more. We bring it up to talk about the whole in context, but that's not the lead story anymore. And that's what I'm saying about Cat. If he get this one, it won't be the lead story of Jimmy Butler came into practice with a watch on with the second string and beat you. Uh, like that is that not the most popular thing Karl Anthony Towns is known for right now? Right or wrong? Like
Yeah,
I think if he get this one, it just changed the whole narrative.
I think it changes the narrative, but I think it just you just can't say those things anymore. I think as a basketball player, I think he's a great player. I think just this situation just was a better fit. Now I think Minnesota kicking themselves in the ass. We traded the wrong guy for sure.
Oh yeah, I called that at the time too, though, Theo. Because once they got
Yeah,
Rudy Gobert and they gave up all the picks, how else you gonna do? And you got Nas Reed, he was the odd
yeah,
man out. Of
right,
course, yeah,
right. So I feel like Minnesota kicking themselves in the ass, but I just think, like you said, you just can't label him as the soft guy. You can push him around. To me, that's what it is. I wouldn't that Dirk run, like Dirk had already been to a finals, right? He lost, but then the run, and then it was who he beat, right? So it was like, man, like I think if Dirk had just got a championship, it would have just been like, okay, Dirk got a ring. But I think it was more so about who he beat on the way, and then who you really took out, to get the ring. I think that really put it over the top for Dirk.
I'm gonna throw it to you in 1 second, Mark. But I just want to retort with this. The only thing I counter with because you make a great point about who he beat.
Facts.
What Carl has on his side, you want a ring for them, for the Knicks.
Oh, bro. Oh,
For
yeah,
the
yeah.
Knicks.
I
That's
give you
what
that.
you know. You feel
I
me?
give
You
you
feel
that.
me? You feel where I'm going with it now? You want for them. Yeah.
My only retort for that though is we know who's gonna get the credit if they do win the series.
No question.
You
I
know they
mean,
gonna get a credit to Big Body Brunson.
man,
You
no,
know it.
and he's gonna get a lot of it, but
A ton of it.
everything
Right.
changed. Everything changed when they ran stuff
True
through Carl.
basketball. Yeah, true basketball fans like us will be like, hey, I get you
Yeah,
giving this guy the credit, but this guy was the anchor. This guy was the piece
for
to the
sure.
puzzle
Can I
Go
can I
ahead,
just
Merk.
that got y'all
can I
there.
just one thing to your point, right? So when you talked about Dirk real quick, right, and you talked about what that meant for them, Dirk not only won that chip that year, but he was the MVP finals, right? Okay. Let's just keep it a hundo, right? Like, yeah, we gonna say game one, yeah, we ran through Cat, this, that, and that. There's still 6 more games to be played based on my belief, right? Now, it could be 3 more games. We don't know, right? But based on my belief, I think 7 games and you know what I mean? I gotta put this out there. I think Spurs in 7. I was wrong about how I felt, and I put this out there in the chat. How I thought that the games were going to go. I'm just, dropping a little quick, real quick, just to, catch up a little quick, because it's been a minute since Mark been on the podcast, right? You know what I mean? And I done been at the work grinding. But look, let me just put this out, because I had the Spurs winning games 1, 2, 5, and 7. All right? That didn't happen. Now, I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to say, I could see where you trying to correlate the cat to Dirk Nowitzki, but I don't think Karl Anthony Towns is getting MVP. I don't think he's getting MVP. Jay, this is my opinion. Brunson's going to get the MVP. There's no question. I don't give a fuck what Cat does. He's just beloved like that. He's going to get it. I don't care how, what, where, he's getting it. But he's been doing this now for years. And I think that when you put all of it together, I think that that's what they look at. Hey, man, his body of work for years has put them in position to get the Knicks to where they are after 40, 50 years.
The
All
pay
right?
cut.
For sure.
The pay cut though too. We got
You're
to bring
right.
that up.
A
The pay
100%.
cut, man. The pay cut he took was for this moment. You take a big pay, like a massive pay cut like that, man.
Listen, man.
Not NBA GM's gonna be talking to some guys like, hey, you want to win a ring?
This is how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Well, listen, I want to speak directly to one person in the country right now, Pablo Torre. If you're not investigating this, and we need to report back of I didn't find something or I found something,
Right.
but you need to be on this. If you're not gonna get on this with the Knicks and him taking $100 million less, Kawhi didn't even take money. He didn't give him a pay cut at all.
No.
He's just
still
like,
got
I need
some
this
money.
extra.
Yeah, still got some cheese on the side.
I need this extra. Brunson took $100 million left. If Pablo not looking into that and telling us like, yo, I checked it out, it ain't nothing there. He did it on the up and up. But you just can't act like, because Pablo Torre is a New York Knicks fan, if I'm not mistaken. You just can't act like you just turned the blind eye and you don't see that, right? It's either you investigative Dick Tracy extraordinaire, and you investigating all the sports comings and goings, or you ain't.
Right.
You got to choose, my brother.
Yeah. 100 million is 100 million. So
100 million less. I've never heard of since or before an NBA player taking $100 million less. 100? What? Even when they got Brian Bosch and Wade, they took like $14 million less each. That was it. And that was Riley saying, hey, we got to get some other guys if we're going to run this. So, to Victor, winning one. I think, so there's guys in NBA history that just could not win only one and satiate the masses. I think the Wilt, him getting two was looked at funny, especially when his counterpart got 11 of them.
11.
I don't think Jordan, especially once it got going, could only get one. Magic could not only get one, especially because the Lakers was, on the rise back up. Bird, I don't think he could only get one. Shaq could not only get one. The underrated one was, and this was a little bit as it was going, Kobe couldn't just get the one and match Shaq.
Nope.
Not at all. He had to get two. He absolutely had to get two. Because the way everybody look at it is such a false narrative. And Shaq was amazing and definitely the lead dog in those series. But everybody looked at it as like those 3 rings belong to Shaq and Kobe didn't participate in those. So he had to get two, especially after Shaq got the one in Miami. So the thing I would ask you is just looking across the landscape, I don't think Jokic can only get one. I think that's I love him, and he's an analytics media darling. They love him too. He can't get only one. He's got to figure out a way to get another one. And then the question I want to propose to both of y'all, and I'll start with you, Thee. Can Victor only get one championship in his career?
No, not at all. That'd be such an underachievement. I'm gonna throw a name at you that's got one. That if he don't get another one, it's gonna be looked at funny. Giannis.
Ooh, Frank said it too. Yeah.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Giannis. And I didn't see that. Frank, I didn't see
dog.
that.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
I
just
see it, Frank. I didn't see it, Frank. But if Giannis only get one, it's gonna be looked at funny. Now, granted, he got one with he got one with Milwaukee, right? But the talent you are, right? The unstoppable force you are, you have to get an additional championship, right? Same thing with Jokic. Vic is another one, right? You gotta get Kevin Durant got two. And
he needed another one so bad. He needed another one so bad.
He needs
oh my God.
Bad.
Oh my God, he needs one bad. And however it come. We at the point now, he doesn't even have to win finals MVP. He just need to be on a championship team that's not the Golden State Warriors.
Right. Bro, it's so bad with Kevin Durant, bro. And I said this shit, and I just was doing it to be a troll, right? And everybody's looking at me like, bro, you drinking again? Like, yes, I drink anyway. We know this. Yeah. But PG better than Kevin Durant. And only because I'm just on some
Okay,
bullshit.
bro.
Hold
Right.
on.
Okay,
I'm
bro.
being honest, right? Let me just keep it a buck. I'm
He
just
drink.
on some
He just said he
bullshit.
drinking, y'all. I just want to make. He said he drinking. He drink. So go ahead.
Always drinking. But listen, this is my point. Kevin Durant, right? I heard the narratives. We all did. Oh man, he had to go there and he helped, Curry out. Curry got one without him again after the fact.
Yeah.
I cannot defend Kevin Durant anymore, and neither can y'all. Because
No.
he's been on several teams. And any basketball guy that watches this, right, and you look at the caliber of players that he's had with him, it ain't like he just went to some team and didn't have no help. He's always had help. I can't think of a team he didn't have guys. And when I say guys, I mean top 15, at least 2.
A lot of guys is gonna be at that top 100 celebration. A lot of guys is gonna be at that top 100 celebration.
What
a lot
more
of
do you
play with
want?
Kevin Durant.
I'm gonna hit y'all with
Get
one.
it.
I'm gonna hit y'all with one. You know how what Adam Silver could do to get back in my good graces? Change the logo. Jerry West only got one championship.
Ooh, Theo, you talking. Ooh.
Jerry
Theo.
West only got one. And he the logo.
The only reason why I push back on that because they took the silhouette of the player, but it wasn't intentional to say, "Hey, Jerry West is the logo." I mean, like it's become that now.
Come on.
And the only reason and the other reason why I push back on that is because Jerry West as a basketball figure has become something different too.
Okay, well, let
Like,
me ask you this then, Ron.
as a complete basketball figure.
You talk about silhouette, and that's all respectable. I respect that. Which silhouette then would you put in place of that?
I think the logo is perfect. I wouldn't change it. You got to ask Theo that. I'm not touching it. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Wow.
It's perfect. I wouldn't change
Rome's a
it.
classical guy. Leave everything the same. I know you got that
That's
new whip, that new old school. You just gonna put everything back the way it was. Come on,
That's exactly
Rome.
what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing too, Merk.
You know
That's
what,
exactly
man?
what I actually had the radio that looked like the old school radio
Hey.
to go in there. Yeah.
Come on,
Hey,
Rome.
Merk, something wrong with him.
He gotta be.
It's snowing in June. I cannot believe that.
Come on, Theo.
No,
Tell me,
man.
what silhouette, Theo, would you go
Come
with?
on, bro. It's the obvious.
Kobe.
Come on, bro. No,
I'm gonna go with Kobe.
it could be Kobe. It could be Jordan. Like, come on, bro. Like, but definitely
It's
Mike.
perfect.
Definitely, it should be Mike.
I think the Mike logo would be crazy.
Come on,
for
bro.
me. Come on, Rome.
fam.
Mike logo is on the damn jerseys and shit anyway. Like it's on every pair of shoes that we
This
walking
dude-
around with.
This dude on football jerseys. This dude got. Come on, man. But I'm talking about
Mike
just
bigger than
straight
the NBA logo.
basketball.
He big.
But come on, man. Like, it's kids in the league.
Mike logo on the NASCAR now.
Ask Caleb Wilson if he know who Jerry West is. Ask Caleb Wilson if he know how many
Well, that's
championships
hey, listen,
Jerry West
man,
got.
listen. We not changing the logo because it's insufficient daddying going on out here. We're not doing that. Caleb Wilson don't know who Jerry West is. We need to have a talk with your father.
He don't.
Like who's your big homie around here?
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I didn't say he might not know who he is. I'm saying he don't know the history. He like, oh, I know who Jerry West is. Okay, how many championships he got? Yeah, this the logo. That's like you signing up to go work for a company or interviewing to go work for a company and you don't know shit about the CEO.
Rome, I just want you to ask because you a basketball coach.
And they go over there on
I
that
lost you,
dollar.
Merk. I think you
He over there on that dollar.
Merk, you got to go get the AOL
just wanna-
CD. Hold on, Merk. You got to go over again because you broke up.
Yeah.
Did I break
Say
up?
that
'Cause
again.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
you now. Go ahead.
You got so Rome. You a coach, you basketball coach.
Okay.
You got them young guys. I want you to ask them young guys who Jerry West is, how many chips he got, and what teams he played for. I just want you to. It could be the next podcast.
I could try to do it like a social video. We could try to do that. Merck said to go to practice and ask the young guys, do they know who Jerry West is?
Don't do it.
How many championships he got, what teams he played for. So I could do that. We could make a little social experiment. I'm not tripping on that. The last thing, Oh, there's two players' names I wanted to ask you about. Well, I was gonna ask Embiid, but at this point, we just want him to be on the court. We don't really care if he
Yeah.
win one at this point.
Yeah, no, it ain't even about him getting a championship. We just want him healthy.
Luka Doncic.
Do he need 2?
Or will one just be enough?
I think 1 is enough for him. I think
so,
1
too.
is enough. Yeah, 1 is enough for
So
Luka.
too.
Yeah, 1 is enough for
so,
Luka.
too.
I don't think Luka need 2. He need 1.
Yeah.
Luka,
Merk, I was asking Theo.
Luka on the same level as like a James Harden. If Harden got 1, if Chris Paul had a got
Oh
1.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Chris Paul could have got that 1 with Phoenix.
You said if Jordan what? I mean, if James Harden what?
Like 1 championship. If you just got 1.
Yeah.
Like, cool. Chris Paul got 1. Russ, if Russ could get 1. Hell, like Mercer, PG, if PG could get 1. You know what I mean? Some guys just kind of need that 1, but when you talk about the guys,
multiple.
They need that multiple because their talent is just so supreme. Like Vic has to. Hell, I argue Vic probably need 3.
Yeah, no, Vic is approaching LeBron territory where
I think he will.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying he won't, but I'm just saying
this
if
is
he got
amazing start.
If he only got 1, you like, man.
Bro,
no.
I said this about a year or 2 ago. I thought Vic, when he got his, he was gonna get MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and a chip all in the same year. Everybody's like, nigga, you tripping. I really believe that because when I was watching what I thought his trajectory was gonna be, it was just different. We've seen this size before, but we haven't seen this package, right? I mean, I've seen Yao, but not this package. And the package that Vic come with is different. They call him the alien for a reason, in my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing something like, this is crazy to me.
Hey, they said Skip still got his fastball. He called that boy the Earthling.
Man.
Hey, man. Hey, say what you want. Love him and hate him. Skip on the short list, Hall of Fame, all-time greatest to ever do it. I'm sorry. Like, because that's a bar right there. That's a bar. Last thing before we get out of here, the 82-0 game.
Man, that was crazy.
It's amazing. It's an amazing game. You got to fix it. Bro, are you high? Like, some of these lineups I'm seeing, not even the lineups I'm putting out. Some of the lineups I'm seeing other people put together.
Yeah.
And however they get into them are 82-0, my dude. There's no way the only 82-0 lineup is with Wilt.
Right.
Like, and I don't even think Wilt won nothing with. I think he right on one with the Warriors.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Mm.
Like, what we doing, dog? Like,
no, the IQ part, that's different.
Yeah,
guys can go get this other shit all day long because it's giving you everything. The IQ, if you get close with the IQ,
oh yeah, that's what I mess with. The next thing I'm about to do is I'm about to see if I can put together the total mediocre 41-41 team. I call it the Jeff Fisher squad.
Man,
Steve, what you got, man? What you thinking on the 82 and?
Nah, man, like you said, it's just like you can't tell me. I think it was some we saw. Like, I think it was Quail. He had the Laker one, like 3 or 4, like 3 Lakers on his, and it's like they lost like 9 or 10 games. I'm like, nah, bro, that's definitely 82. That's definitely 82-0.
I want them to clarify too. Like, are we doing 82-0 against a normal regular season? Like they're playing against, second round draft picks and stuff and regular guys?
Right,
or are we doing 82-0 and you're playing a schedule against all the greatest in NBA history?
Can't be. Rome, you seen the 82 and it had Bronny on there as a starter. I mean, am I tripping?
Point guard.
I question if that's some AI tampering or something. There's no way. That got to be in the algorithm. Yeah. Bronny can't be on a team that win more than like 65.
Fuck, not as a starter.
No, not as a starter. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And we ain't even
No,
talking
what
about
are
the
we
bench.
doing?
That's the other thing. Like we ain't even
Yeah,
no bench is just a starting
Just
five.
starting five.
starting
But
five,
no, but
man.
Rome, before we get out of here, man, I love the y'all take on, what y'all expect to see in game two. What's y'all thoughts on that before we get out of here?
You know me. I mean, when we talked about doing the pod, I always talked about like not being a prediction thing because it don't serve us. Like we all do it, but it don't serve us well. Especially in this, I've been trying to get more just to enjoying the game and then analyze it afterwards. Having said that, I think that San Antonio, my basketball fan in me wants a long series. So I think San Antonio bounces back. I think that the adjustment that they make is Vic don't help out on so much. Y'all got to guard 1-on-1.
Yeah,
He can't be your backbone all day,
every
every
time.
day. You
Yeah.
you can't be resting on the fact that he gonna clean it up for you. You got to guard that man 1-on-1. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's a challenge for everybody. Uh,
What's the
but
biggest takeaway?
on the other side of it is if they lose this game, they're getting swept. And I'm telling it here right now. If they
Stop.
lose the game two, they're getting swept. I'm telling you that right now. It's over with.
Merc,
Fee,
Merc,
Fee, let
Merc.
me just drop this one little jewel.
No, no, no. I was
And
gonna
this
tell
is
you, Merc, before you go though, and this is
all right.
why I somewhat agree with Rome. New York is going to be a zoo when they get
A
to New York.
fucking zoo, a
It's gonna be a
swamp.
zoo. It's gonna be a
Do you
zoo.
understand what New York is gonna be like?
It's gonna be something we have never seen in our life.
Wrong. You remember
And
when the Eagles won the Super Bowl and these motherfuckers was hanging from the light pole and the light they
bro,
had the
bro,
Vaseline, the light poles?
that first one, oh my god! And that
This
was
gonna
in the winter. That was the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if I just may, just one point, and this kind of it messed with me a little bit because I watched the game, right? I didn't understand Harper's minimal minutes in the fourth quarter because he played spectacular through every quarter. I mean, he came out hunting. It wasn't like he was scared. As a rookie, he was scared. He like, yo, put my shoulder in your chest. Let me get this joint up. Let me, you know what I mean? Let me get this thing off. Like, he was not scared. We all know you got to hold Brunson. Somebody's got to hold Brunson. And that's where I feel like Fox isn't. De'Aaron Fox has to do a little bit more on the defensive end, or he may need to be sat and just let Harper do his thing. That's what I see. So as an adjustment, I feel like a coach need to make an adjustment at that level. Now, once that adjustment is made, Game 7 series all day long. But you got to do something and pull in. And if you look, the fourth quarter is where the Spurs lost the game. Go back and look. Check the stats, check the numbers, check anything you want, check the eye test, watch the game over. The fourth quarter is where they lost the game. And you pulled Harper in the fourth quarter. That made no sense to me.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Rome as a coach, Theo as a savant of the game, y'all tell me I'm tripping or give me a different angle that maybe I'm not seeing, maybe I missed something, but I didn't understand that.
No, I mean, you're right. They didn't play well in the third quarter either. Like the fourth quarter is where they really took off, but the third quarter they didn't play well in the second half at all. They didn't shoot the ball well, right? They shot, low 30s, yeah, 36%, and then they shot 26% from three. I don't think they're gonna shoot that horrible, but here's the thing though. Like Rome said in the beginning, that was the Knicks Russ game, and they won. They're gonna play better in game two. So San Antonio, you can't just shoot better. You got to play better overall because that team is only going to get better. I think they said it during the telecast. They've only played 4 games in 23 days, right? So they're going to get better throughout the series. So San Antonio is not only going to have to raise their game a level, they're going to have to raise it probably 2 levels because the Knicks are only going to get better. Brunson's not going to play as bad as he did again. I don't think so. So, we'll see. But I think San Antonio it's definitely a must win in game two. It's a must win because you go to New York. Well, how that crowd gonna be rocking and that city and somebody even said I don't know how. I think I was watching something on social media. They was like, I don't know how San Antonio even gonna stay in the hotel in the city.
I seen that. Dog said do not leave the hotel.
You can't.
Keep your ass in the hotel because you do not want to be outside
No.
during,
No.
you know what I mean, these playoffs. Because,
Yeah.
like
Bro.
you said, it's a fucking zoo.
I'm
They
putting them down
liable to
I'm putting them
kidnap
down in
Victor
Brooklyn.
as they see
Yeah.
him in the
Man,
street.
what?
I'm putting them down in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
and
But
making-
this is the problem. This is the issue though. This is the issue, and this is why the championship is so big. Every other team in New York, they got two teams for them. Every other sport, I mean, they got two teams for them. The
Facts.
Knicks are Brooklyn. No, nobody cares. Y'all bum rush yourselves because y'all wanted to be in New York. There is no true New Yorkers that's a fan of the Brooklyn Nets. This is their team,
Yeah.
and like I said,
It's like the Clippers and the Lakers.
Yeah.
exactly.
New to New York to be trying to act like
Exactly.
they're New York's team. You're right, Ron.
Yeah.
You're right.
They will kidnap Victor's ass if, they have,
100%.
if that's what it takes to get the championship.
Motherfuckers would be masked up with Timberland boots on. Like, man, we see
Flat out.
you.
Flat out, dog. Like armed security everywhere
yeah.
that they go. So
Oh, yeah.
nah. So we'll be
Hey,
back
Bob, can I ask you a
again.
question?
Yeah.
I see red on you, man. What you got on your feet?
Oh, I got on flops, man. I just came from the gym, dog.
I
That was a
know
flop.
you are a Jordan guy, so I just thought, baby, you know what I'm saying? Look at these. They like, look, let me take these on. I'll show you what I got
Oh
on
no,
my feet.
I got on flip flops. I'm chilling today.
All right.
It's the summer, man. It's the summer. Nah, you gotta hit me at Friday at 8:00. Hit me then. I got something on then. Yeah. Do the feet check then. I was at the crib, Playboy.
All right.
All right, y'all. We'll be back at the
Saturday.
maybe Saturday. Maybe
No, ain't no maybe. I told you after every game, the next day we got it. Well, we could do Sunday because I
Friday,
think the
right?
next one won't be till Monday. So we
Right.
either back Saturday or Sunday.
Boom. Get at y'all in a minute.
All right, peace. Can't wait.